Okay, so here we are with another video, and this is going to be the one about what a high value woman is. 11 traits of a high value woman. That's the name of this article, written by medically reviewed by Lauren, however the fuck you say that last name. It was medically reviewed. And the thing is, like, it's not that okay. That's a clear warning sign. Usually, in this context, when you see these articles written by other women who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, like you, and I'm not gonna try to make this to bash women. Like this is just how I am about these topics. Now, going back to the previous video about what makes a man high value, and how I went on about how men are naturally loving and caring and women naturally aren't, and both sides end up like flipping the whole script. So when guys get older, we grow to learn how to become not loving and caring because that we know that attracts women, and women grow to learn to be loving and caring because they know that's what's going to attract a man. Or at least keep a man around longer than just to bend her over for 15 minutes. To be a high value woman, I was thinking about this while I had to refine this article. To be a high value woman, it's very simple. Okay, I can sum this shit up in about 20 seconds. To be a high value woman is to imagine that guy. Okay, imagine that guy who you really liked and he really liked you, but at some point you was like, I just don't know. I just don't see myself with him. Remember, every woman watching this, you know that guy I'm talking about. Imagine that guy and do exactly what he did. And that's how you become a high value woman. And see, the reason why you was like, I don't know if I can do it, is because he infiltrated too much in what you should be. That's why. Because I got on a rant on a Facebook post a few days ago because some dude asked like, how come girls don't want good quality guys, blah blah blah, and I actually went into it and I was completely and I ended up getting and like two girls end up asking me more about why I said what I said, and they were actually agreeing with me in it. My honest thought of why the average woman is not going to like a nice guy is because at the end of the day, women know guys want nice women. Guys want nice, loving, caring, and all that shit like that. So when a guy is a good guy and he's too loving and caring, the woman knows that on average she cannot live up to that, and she's going to let him down. I'd say that's probably the biggest reason why women don't like nice guys is because it's that insecurity that she can't that you, the woman, can't live up to that guy. And this is why it takes practice. And see, this is why usually, like you women, you're not pushed to this situation until you've run out of your other options. Other options meaning youth and beauty. Once those two have run out, now it's like, oh, now I need to learn an actual fucking personality when I get around guys. I got to figure out how to get guys that pay me attention other than just wanting to fuck me because I'm wearing this tight dress or long hair and makeup. It's just the reality of it. But like I said before, if you want to learn how to be a high value woman, remember that guy who you knew was a nice, who you remember to this day as a nice, great guy, and probably don't even remember his name because I know how women work. Um, Remember that guy who was a really nice, great guy. You told all your friends about him, and you also told your friends that you can't get with him. All the characteristics that he had, you adopt them. But like I think it was Coach Red Pill, he said in a lot of cases, women will slowly start to grow towards being a high value woman. But it's like, but the tragedy is it doesn't come until with most women it's not going to naturally genuinely come until they've run out of their youthful prime options of getting men. So and that's the tragedy. I think Coach Red Pill said that. She changed his name like Gonzo Lear or something like that. But Coach Red Pill, he said, yeah, that's the tragedy is that once women finally catch on, it's too late because it's just how woman's brain is. If you have a resource, you're not going to move off from that resource until you've exhausted it. Like I made videos in the past about like paper towels, or toilet paper. Women, if something is disposable, if something is usable, and can throw it away. It's just how women are. Women are programmed to use and destroy shit. Men are programmed to give and nurture shit. And it's just how women are. It's just how you are. I'm not trying to talk down on you. It's just the fucking reality. So anyway, let's get started on this article. But like I said, I could already tell you where it's gonna go. It's gonna go to pretty much being a high value woman is essentially going to come back to being a respectable man, or even deeper level, being the respectable man that you wouldn't fuck. That's how you become a high value woman. Or just a high value human. Let's just say that, a high value human. Remember that man that you didn't want to fuck, but you didn't hate. That guy. Anyway, let's go down now. So, article starts out. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, so it says, these days, more and more people are choosing to be single. In fact, we have more single people in the world right now than any other point in history. A 2017 statistic from the U.S. Census Bureau has revealed that 50.2% of Americans are single. This could be for several reasons, but many women choose to put their well-being, career, and themselves above finding a partner. Okay, we'll go on that in a second. They are also happier for it. A study in Australia has found that 76% of women reported being satisfied with single life, as contrasted to 67%. Okay, if you ever ask a woman if she's happy in her life on just some old general basic shit, you don't know her personally and all that, every woman is going to try to project that she's happy with her life and then go home and cry her fucking self to tears. You can't see. This is why you don't listen to Laurens and these bitches on here that write these articles, because because women, they gonna tell you what you want to hear. And it's people like people like me, our job is to tell you the fucking truth so you don't end up like Lauren. All right, and just spreading more lies and crying yourself to sleep even more and more at night because you're so fucked up you don't know what anything that's in any sense logical. Okay, so let's continue. Want to learn more about high value women? Speak with a board certified professional. What the fuck? You guys see that shit? Hold on. Want to learn more about high value women? Speak with a board certified. That shit don't take no board certified professional. Oh my Lord Jesus. That's insane. We're just gonna act like we didn't even read that. Speak with a board certified professional. Oh my God. This is what happens when you let women run shit. This is what, see, females. I know your mentality. By the time it comes time for you to pick, let me switch it to me. By the time it's time for you to have to pick a mate, like, you're going to pick the number one best fucking option ever, and if you can't pick it, you're not going to pick anything. It's just how you wired. So you have to take that same general respect and thought process to, like, that pretty much you can't be listened to when you want something. like the man has to just know what to do with you. And that's how it's always been throughout history. Whenever a man was forced to follow a woman, everybody ended up miserable. Everybody ends up miserable. Well, you see, nobody's even in relationships anymore. Look, this goofy shit, speak with a board certified professional. Let's click this shit. Would you allow your partner to join? Yes. Would you allow your partner to join? If they want to join, they can join if they want to. That's so damn stupid. I ain't even gonna read that fucking idiotic shit. Let me open this window real quick. Anyway, so the article continues. Women today have freedom, independence, and opportunities that were undreamt of only a decade ago. Okay, so do the math on this. Women today have freedom. Okay, let's just, for how she wrote it, because this is how women are going to write. Women have freedom, independence, and opportunities that were undreamt of only a decade ago. Now, don't you think that might have something to do with why half of Americans are single. And then at the same time, women they'll tell you that 80%, 76% of them are happy. But at the same time, they all looking for high value men and sugar daddies on YouTube. Don't look, women. Listen to me on this. If you take nothing else from me ever, stop listening to other women. That's step one to how to become a high value woman. All right. That's step one. Step one to become a high value woman is stop listening to other women. Okay, because they're gonna lead you in the wrong. They will lead you. Women do not help other women. Very rarely do they actually help other women. Step one: do not listen to other women. Unbelievable. So it says, okay, the article continues, and with that comes power. This is where the high value woman comes in. She knows herself, she knows what she wants, and she isn't afraid to pursue it. She also knows that she doesn't need a man to make her a whole or complete. Yeah, that's complete. Fucking line. But what exactly is a high value woman, and what are her defining traits? Okay, now let's just go back to this. She knows herself. She knows. See, this is why you don't listen to women, because the other women will tell you whatever they think will make you feel good, because the next step is you giving them some money. That's why women will tell you whatever they think you want to hear. She also knows that she doesn't need a man to make her whole or complete. So then why the fuck is she looking for a high value man? Why the fuck is she looking for a man? Why will every woman eventually seek a man? Because she's going to need that shit for her social status or whatever the fuck. Like, stop listening to other fucking women. Just don't listen to women. Don't listen. That is step one to becoming a high value woman. Don't listen to other women. So the question says, what is a high value woman? Simply put, a high-value woman is someone, this is not me, this is the article. Simply put, a high-value woman is someone who knows her worth and exudes energy and goes beyond the physical. Energy that goes beyond the physical. That energy attracts other people like moths to a flame, but she is careful about who she allows into her life. A high-value woman is not just highly sought after by men, but is someone who knows her inherent value and can hold her own, regardless of what people say or do to her. She may not be the most physically attractive. Yeah, see that, like, what did I say earlier? That she may not be the most physically attractive. I'm guessing Lauren isn't. But she has something more valuable and enduring than that. She embraces her femininity and sexuality and possesses a confidence that exudes unwavering self-love and self-esteem. Yeah. And what did I say when I first started the video? It's just how women are programmed. If a woman's pretty and she knows she's pretty, she don't have time to be loving and caring. Women should vote. Women need equal wages. Look throughout fucking history and time of women's. Look, women, listen to me on this. Look throughout history and time. I'm not making this shit up out of hatred for women. Look throughout all of history and time. If a woman was pretty, she didn't give a fuck about other women. If a woman was ugly, you might have a chance of her, caring about other people and living beings on the planet other than herself. All right. Have you ever seen a princess? Well, I'll say some princesses might. But have you ever seen any queen who genuinely gave a fuck? A queen who was married to a king, not a queen who was married to a prince. By the way, that's a whole thing. Just a quick side rant. If a king marries a woman on the street, what does that woman become? A queen. If a queen marries a man from the street, what does that man become? A fucking prince at best. He will never be a king. Think about that shit. But anyway, females, this is just how you are. It's just how you're. If you have pennies in a jar to go to the store with, you will use every single penny out that jar before you go somewhere else and use all the pennies out that next jar. You don't fucking think and plan ahead on average. Sometimes you may do it as a hobby. This is why women need men for survival, and you always have needed men for survival. Because the impulse shit. And I'm not saying this to talk down. I'm speaking just straight to you. And I mean, she tells on herself right here. She may not be the most physically attractive. Like I said, let's see who the fuck is this? Lauren Gilbert. What? Oh no. She's all right. What the fuck is all this shit? Because it's always going to be. Oh, these are counselors or some shit. Oh, this is edit. Okay, well, I don't even feel like looking her up. But. Yeah, she tells on herself. Anyway. And here, okay, she's telling herself even more. 11 traits of a high value woman. Finally, we get into the fucking topic after 15 minutes. Number 1, she knows her worth. Yeah. Now, let's be true, women. Every woman on this planet knows if there's a prettier girl in the room, that prettier girl in female world, that's all that matters. If there's a prettier girl in the room, she's going to think, "Oh, I'm not pretty as her." The high value man's going to want the prettier girl. That's it. That's the core. The core of what makes of the core of how you rate your value in the world as a woman is you trying to assume that men want to legit sit down and marry and start a family and legitimately want only just beauty. That's it. And part of that is because society and media has led you to believe that this is all that counts. Because every movie that comes out, the guy's going to, a guy who just met a woman 3 seconds ago was going to risk his life to save her because she's fucking skinny and took a bath. So then what do women do? You sit down and watch this shit and you think, oh, well, that's what guys want the pretty girl. Guys want the pretty girl. And see, this is why when you fuck around and actually sit down with a man, you don't know what to do with him. See, this is why all those bitches on female dating strategy. Because they don't know what to do. Because if they had known what to do, they would have went out and got okay, if all those women on female dating strategies and these websites and shit, if they had known what to do, they would have went out there and done it. All right? That's why they're in there, because they don't know what to do. So anyway, a high value woman doesn't equate her worth with her body, the amount of attention she gets, or sex, nor does she operate from a place of fear or neediness. She doesn't need a man or anyone else to approve of or validate her. She also doesn't let opinions or remarks of others get into the way of how she lives her life. She is aware of and grounded in her inherent worth and value and knows this to be true regardless of what happens to her. However, she knows this doesn't give her permission to act too good for others or create a sense of false entitlement. Her strong self-worth is evident in how she walks, talks, dresses, and most importantly treats herself. Okay, the number one step is exactly how 98% of women naturally are. All right? This whole first part, all of this is exactly what 95% of women will do. All right. Well, and that plays into my math when I say, most women just aren't worth your time or effort. That math makes sense now that I think about it. But this is literally, that women, again, stop listening to other women. Don't listen to other women. Number 2, she loves and respects herself. A high value woman feels good in her skin, enjoys her own company, and is not intimidated by the high standards she has set for herself and others. If someone does not love her in the same way she loves herself, she is not afraid to walk away from that relationship. Okay, translation from Dumb Bitchinese. If someone does not love her in the same way she loves herself, she is not afraid to walk away from the relationship. Okay, see, I know what she means, but I'm going to tell you the reality. The reality is, okay, the someone she's mentioning, the someone meaning a guy lesser than her. If the guy lesser than her does not love her the same way she loves herself, she's not afraid to walk away from that relationship. All right? Now, if motherfucking Prince Harry walked in that fucking room and didn't love her the way she loved herself, she's gonna stay. She's gonna. Most women will stay around in that. And every now and then you find a woman who genuinely has a genuinely decent character and wouldn't put up with it. They do exist. But most times, no. Most times, okay, someone usually means the guy she considers lesser than her and she's just fucking with him because he might have a good job or something like that. The guy who's lesser than her in the physical attractiveness world or makes less money than her or whatever her thing is, if that someone doesn't love her the same way she loves herself, she's not afraid to walk away from that. Yeah. It continues. She knows that the level of respect she will get from others is contingent on the respect she gives herself. And for this reason, she loves and respects herself deeply and will not settle for any less than what she knows she deserves. And exactly. And what does every woman think that she deserves? More. She deserves more. Because movies and TV and media and music and radio has all taught me that men should bend to my will because I'm a fucking woman and I have tits and I can rub their fucking dick for 15 minutes. So men should bend to my will because of it. That makes me a high value woman because men want me to touch their dicks. Yeah. The fuck out of here. Even this girl right here. Let me tell you something. And this is for the men watching this shit. I don't care how pretty the woman is. All right. And this is why I try to tell guys. Oh, you guys can't see when I zoom in. Oh, wait. Yeah, you can. I don't care how pretty the bitch is, man. I don't care. Like, this is why I try to tell guys. I mean, you don't want, I get it. You don't want, someone who's just not physically attractive at all. But this is why I try to tell guys so much. Don't put so much emphasis on a beautiful woman because I don't care how beautiful she is. You're going to get tired of fucking her. All right. This girl, if you think this girl's beautiful or whatever your preference is, I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how beautiful she is. You will get tired of jumping on her. All right. And she knows it. But at the same time, she knows that's what most men just want to do is for her to at least have a chance. So she's going to let you do it. But she know because she look, and then just talking to the men, because like I said, women get offered sex from the age of fucking 12 from kids in school. Right. They know how quick guys move on after they done, kissed them or hugged them long or some shit like that. They know. But the guys, you got to pay attention. Just like how you watch porn and you click from one porn to the next one and just how quick you throw that last one away. So you don't notice how quick you do that shit. But women do, right? But I'm here to tell you, I don't care how pretty she is. You will get tired of jumping on her. I don't care how pretty she is. Because no one woman can be tall, skinny, big tits, small tits, big ass, little ass. No one woman can be that. And even if it was in that woman, sooner or later, you will get tired of that one woman and just want to have sex with another one. Just because it's just not that woman. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue. Because this is for the women. And like I said, all these traits are going to be a high value woman is essentially become that guy who you thought was an awesome guy, but you just couldn't have sex with. Take on his traits, and that's how you become a high value woman. Be loving, caring, have some ambition, goals, have some hobbies. That's how you become, and really at the core, just be loving and caring and there for them. All the shit that ran you off from guys when you were in your 20s with guys in their 20s. But all the shit that ran you away from and you don't remember their names, that's how you become a high value. But like Coach Red Pill said, that's the tragedy. Most women don't have time for that until they ran out of their primary resource, which is youth and beauty. Anyway, 3. She is kind and compassionate. Again, the guy who ran you off. She is kind and compassionate. The guy you ran away from and couldn't get away from fast enough. That's what's going to make you a high value woman. She is kind and compassionate. A high value woman knows and understands the power of compassion. She displays kindness to everyone she encounters, whether towards a bus driver or a best friend. Yeah, just to be loving and caring. Yeah, it's not that hard, to peep to the gender who's actually loving and caring. It's normal. But, I'm just being real. The women, you're not born. Look, women, you are not naturally born loving and caring. We all know it. Well, people who I talk to, I know for sure know it. But you are not born loving and caring. You have to learn how to do this. See, This is a fucking feat for you. Just like it's a feat for many guys to learn how to be a proper asshole to get pussy. It's the same thing. It's a feat for women to genuinely become good. All right. For many. Like you have to practice. Like they have to send bitches to fucking etiquette school and shit to learn how to just say, how to not be complete bitches. They got to send bitches to school for this shit. All right. Like, and pay a lot of money for that shit. They got to send their daughters to school for this shit. Because in every culture they know it. Women are not naturally loving and caring. It's just what it is. Anyway, let's get done now. So after the beef, she displays kindness to everyone she encounters, whether towards a bus driver or a best friend. Now I know where she was going with this part too. She should display kindness to everyone she encounters. Now, what she really means to say is whether it's towards the bus driver or a doctor. That's what she really wants to say. But her vagina can't even allow her to write that shit down because it hurts too bad to say it. So she had to say towards the bus driver or her best friend. But what she really means to say is loving and caring to anybody regardless of what their profession is, whether if their profession is lower than hers or higher than hers. Again, everything that great, awesome guy you wouldn't fuck ran you away because of what he was doing. That's what's going to make you a high-value woman. This is evident in her warmth. She knows that true lasting beauty comes from how you treat others, and so her beauty radiates from within. Yeah, see, this is all shit ugly bitches say. I know, yeah, she's not a good-looking woman or she's been pumped and dumped too hard. This is shit that ugly bitches say because they got to start saying this now because now they have to learn how to be decent humans. Ugly bitches say shit like, on average, ugly women, either ugly women or women who believe they are ugly say shit like this. Because she knows the value and connectedness to all living things, she is presented with she is present with all and treats those around her with a gentle, loving kindness. She isn't cold-hearted, stoic, or play hard to get. Yeah, see, okay, what this means to say is, this woman, she isn't cold-hearted, stoic, or plays hard to get. Ugly bitches. Ugly bitches or bitches who are just aging out and realize they can't keep up with 20-year-old women. See, the main goal for women is to employ all this while she still has other options. And we all know, like, women, you guys just don't do this. You're going to use the one option you have until it runs fucking dry as a fucking desert, and then you'll move on to something else. And that's the tragedy in it. You're going to wait till you're fucked up before you're going to start acting like you got some sense. See, yeah. She cares about people, and she's not afraid to show it. That sums up the whole fucking thing. You see how difficult it is for women to learn how to be... See, pay attention, women, pay attention, because you got to see how fucked up you are. All this shit is generally going to be, look, just be kind, loving, and caring to motherfuckers, no matter how much money they make. That's what all this shit's going, or how ugly they are, or how tall or short they are. That's what all. It's just be a genuinely decent fucking human. That's what a high value woman is. And they bitches got to make 11 points on this shit, and it's all gonna come back to the same shit. She cares about what? Watch, all of it's gonna come back to this exact line right here. She cares about other people, and she's not afraid to show it. I guarantee you. So next, she is committed to learning and growth. Caring about other people's interests. She's committed to learning and growth. In other words, she's caring about other people's interests and not just her own and what she wants, what makeup she wants to buy. A high-value woman pursues personal growth relentlessly and strives to be the best version of herself every day. She believes in well-rounded and pursues. She believes in being well-rounded and pursues wholehearted living with passion. She aims to be intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually stable and is not afraid to seek professional help to achieve optimum well-being. Yeah, I can tell who wrote this. The type of woman who wrote this. She knows that she has a lot to learn and is dedicated to learning through reading books, being updated on current affairs, watching films, listening to music, traveling, and immersing herself in art. She tries to expand her knowledge and learn something every day, knowing that everyone has something to teach her if she remains open and humble. Like I said, all the traits of the man who ran you off because he's so awesome, but I just can't sit with him. I just can't have sex with him. That guy. This is all the shit. Like I said, women, to be a high value woman, just okay. Imagine that great fucking dude that was just awesome and he had a good job and he's so nice and kind and caring, but you pussy. I just don't feel it. I just don't feel sparks. That's how 9 times out of 10 it's because he was a decent human and you're not. That's why. She is self-aware and empathetic. Point 5. She is self-aware and empathetic. In other words, she cares about other people and is not afraid to show it. Be a decent fucking human. God damn. Is it like serious? Like for the man watching this, like this is how funny they are, and this is how funny like I said when I was talking to them girls on Facebook, I said, look, if I didn't have my girl, I would happily be single and just fuck hookers, because women are not good. Most women are not decent human beings, man. They're not worth it. They just to be a high value woman, be a decent human. That's all. Just be a decent human. But like I say so many times, like women watch this, like it's just what you are. You're not decent. You have to go to school to learn how to be decent, and it's fucking annoying. Now I'm kind of getting on you now because it's funny. But anyway, a high value woman is aware of effects her thoughts, words, and behaviors have on other people. She understands that it's not just what you say, but how you say it communicates with others in a tactful and empathetic way. She possesses emotional intelligence and respects her feelings and thoughts without judgments. This enables her to do the same for others. She genuinely desires to connect with and understand other people, build and encourage others when she senses they need it, accept people as they are without needing or demanding that change. In other words, she cares about people and is not afraid to show it. Just be caring. Just be loving and caring. That's the core of it. She is grounded in maturity. A high-value woman doesn't feel the need to play games or manipulate others to get what she wants. Waiting for a few days until texting back, pretending to be too busy, or stringing men along for fun, are things she considers beneath her. She will not engage in behaviors that don't align with her values or desires. She knows that she doesn't have to follow dating rules to make herself more attractive or appear more unattainable. She already knows that she is special and doesn't feel the need to prove it. Moreover, a high-value woman will not resort to demands to get someone to stay. She will allow the other person to leave the relationship if they wish to with grace. See, I can tell you, okay, the woman who wrote this, see, the woman who wrote this, I can pretty much guarantee you was on the lower end of the dating market. Because the reason that she has to make this a fucking known statement that she can let you leave with ease, from a woman's standpoint, because only women who have to say shit like this means that she didn't have many options that she thought were good enough for her. So I have to say I can let you leave and not care. Whereas like women who have options that she feels are, good enough options for her, she don't care. No. She is not afraid to speak her mind. A high-value woman knows that she serves no one by not speaking her mind. She is comfortable expressing her thoughts, feelings, and opinions with others, even though she isn't like blah, blah, blah. And now this part right here is funny. A high value woman also expresses herself creatively and shares her unique outlook on the world through mediums like dance, poetry, and painting. See, notice the hobbies women always try to say they have and like and see, women, you really got to pay attention, because you don't realize how many other women say, oh, I'm a foodie. Oh, I like to drink wine. I want to travel. Painting, to actually say painting, that is a kind of a rarity, because see, painting needs actual skill that took a while to learn. So I mean, that's if you're good at it. It took any type of like legit art like that. But like dance and poetry, anybody can just take 2 fucking yoga classes and say, I do yoga, or take a couple dance classes and say, I'm saying, and then have their friend take a picture of them making a pose, say, oh, I dance. Like women, you don't understand how basic a lot of this shit is. And I get it. Like there's guys who take pictures next to a car, or next to a big fish they caught or some shit like that, and they don't understand how basic that shit gets too. But this is about a high value woman. When it comes to this shit, if you have a hobby, it doesn't really matter what it is. Just as long as it's not like following the Kardashians or some dumb drama bitch shit, something like that. Just stick with something. It doesn't matter if you're really good at it or not. Just stick with the shit. And try not to make it something basic. That's just my personal opinion. But you can say the same thing about guys too. A lot of guys have the same basic hobbies too. Anyway, let's continue. She is passionate. Yeah, she's passionate. Yeah, she has a life with purpose, goals, and value. She doesn't accept anything, blah, 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 of her past. She lives a life of abundance and doesn't give up what she's doing, what she loves to be with a man. She is not knocked down for long when setbacks and challenges come her way. She uses them as motivation to do and be better. She has class. Classy and sexy are not oxymoron. She knows to embrace her charm, femininity, power, and powerful beauty in an authentic way. She doesn't feel the need to seek attention from others constantly, but is comfortable in her beauty. She takes care of herself. Take a fucking bath. I get it. You take a fucking okay. She takes care of herself. Long story short, take a bath. Don't eat McDonald's all day every day. Skincare routine, that'll work itself out. She embraces her vulnerability. Let's just go to the takeaway. The takeaway: a high value woman is many things, but above and beyond, she is a woman who knows her value. Yeah, see, this is female dating strategy shit. This bitch is on female dating strategy, or female dating strategy comes here. Because whenever a woman has to talk about, I know my worth, she doesn't know her worth. All right. So remember that, ladies who's watching this. Whenever a woman has to start talking about, I know my worth, she doesn't know her worth. Okay, because whenever a woman has to start saying that out loud, it's clear that the guys who she thinks she's worth are not paying her any attention, and the guys who she thinks she's better than are paying her attention. Again, stop listening to other women. She is a woman who knows her value. Female dating strategy, dumb bitch shit. And only wants people in her life who values her too. She owns, loves, and respects herself and knows her life is no less abundant without a man in it. And that's what makes her a high value woman. I mean, hey, go for it. How long have I been on now? 38 minutes? Go for it, man. You don't need no man until you gotta start shoveling snow. You don't need no man. See, women, stop listening to other women. See, you don't need no man until something creaked in the living room at 2:30 in the morning, and you so scared that go out and lock the door because you think the robber can't break into a locked door, or a random animal can't break into a locked door. Yeah, you don't need no man till that. I mean, go for it. But like I said before, to be a high value woman but I get it. It's difficult for women to get there, because like I said a million times before, as a woman, you're not born naturally. You don't care about other. You never really do. care about other lives and and how other people are affected. Because I think Patrice O'Neal or the Lycus guy, they said in every woman's brain, she is the main character. Every other person is a side character, at best a supporting actress, and that woman is the lead actress in that movie. So this is why it's so difficult for most women, to become genuinely decent people. Now, the ones who do learn it, like people tell you, they're snatched up from high school on. High school, early 20s, they're snatched up and married. You can't find those. The great ones are gone real quick. And then now the facade is that the single party girls at 22, they're looked at as like, oh, like they're powerful, they're winning, blah blah blah, but they run out of time. Now it's the same thing. Like now, like I said, men and women, our time frame flips. So when you start hitting 30, 35, 40 and up, women have the same problems. Oh, well, all the good men they're all snatched up and married. I can't even find a good man anymore. Because she's fucked up and and beneath anybody's, she's not going to be anybody's number one. All right. It's a fucked up path. But I mean, again, to be a high value woman, okay, take it from a man. Most men do not care about how much money you make. All right. When it comes time for a man to think, okay, I want to find a woman to have kids with, how much money she makes, that's not going to matter. Now, okay, to be clear, that's not going to matter if you two are like relatively somewhere in the same culture, same country, shit like that. Now, from my experiences, I learned this shit personally. Now, most guys don't want a woman who is just too far down. Is just too far, because what's going to happen is the whole relationship is going to be awkward, right? The whole relationship is going to get awkward because it's going to be clear that woman is lingering around because the guy's going to be her best financial option and best help in her life, and she'll be trying to run all type like my experience of when I was walking around Ukraine, man, like that shit. Motherfuckers ain't super poor in Kiev, but like I felt it. Like it was just like it's clear like once that money gap gets too far, once it gets too far, and it gets too far, and you don't have any history with this woman or anything like that. Like let's say if AD just flew to Kiev right now and I just start trying to pull bitches. Now let's just be real. Like now this is talking to both sides. Let's just be real in the world. Race is gonna play a large part into it too. So the fact that I'm a short black dude, but I come from America, I got some decent connections, shit like that. I would be the next step up. I would be a step up, to them Kiev bitches. Now but let's just face the reality. Anybody in the world who does get success in life, in most cases, they'd rather go get a poor white woman than a poor black woman. That's just how it's gonna play out. Just the reality. I'm not mad about it. It's just how it plays out. So those girls and so poor white women have much better chances of getting out of that shit. But the thing is, they grow up with this whole undertone of being thirsty for money and getting out and traveling that they get so fucking awkward, man. Like they lose their femininity. Like they know how to put an act on TikTok and Instagram, jiggling their butts and shit, or looking sexy in high heels and tight leather pants, shit like that. Like they know how to look sexy, but when you actually like encounter one, that femininity is gone. Like because they got that same hustler mentality, but it's on a bitch level. So like when it gets to that point, like guys, like we really like most guys really aren't comfortable. Most guys from like where I come from, we really aren't very comfortable with them after fucking them. Because they just move different. They almost lose that femininity because they too far down. So they really trying to get up. I mean, they'll learn femininity because they know that's what you want to see. If you're like from the U.S., something like that, and you're like a high enough value man relative to them, they'll learn femininity real quick to try to get you. But now that's not so awkward. But what I mean when a guy doesn't care how much money you make is usually more firm, and if you're in the same country, or you're in the same country and culture, and they know what you are, kind of thing. And the guy likes you. He don't care what kind of money. He don't care how much money you make. That guy is gonna want a woman who is gonna. If every guy had his option of woman to pick, he's gonna want a woman who is gonna be loving and caring, because that shows that she's gonna be loving and caring to his children. If every guy had the option, he would pick that woman. But the thing is, we don't always got that option. Or guys accidentally get some random whore pregnant, and then he's just dedicated and stays with her, or maybe he just leaves, whatever the fuck. But yeah, anyway, that's the video. I'm out, man. You guys have a good day. And I'm gonna put the other parts on Patreon to actually like go down deeper into it, because I'm just kind of like rambling on here. But yeah, I'm out, man. You guys have a good day. Bye.